guys, what's going on? This is Andrew here today, and we're back at it again with another Video Games Monthly unboxing, this time for the month of April. So, last month was a really good month. Everything in the box was Nintendo, and it wasn't just garbage Nintendo stuff, it was some pretty good Nintendo stuff. I got some really good Japanese N64 games and a few Wii games that I really wanted to get my hands on. So, last month was pretty good. I've had bad months, I've had good months. I don't really know what to expect this month. I didn't change any of the consoles that I listed from last month, so it should be relatively the same, but I know they like to mix it up, so let's honestly see what happens. I'm not really having any high expectations or low expectations. I just kind of want to see what's in the box, because I don't want to keep my expectations high. Sometimes it's good to keep expectations low, because you'll, not expect as much and then get maybe something that wasn't the best, but better than what you expected. I don't know, I'm going on a little bit of a rambling spree, but basically, it's probably better to keep my expectations low, but I'm going to keep it at a little neutral spot and just see what happens this month. So usually Video Games Monthly sends some extra stuff in the box other than games, such as something to like hang on your door, or just anything random like an extra business card. So let's see what's in here. I want to check that out before we actually go and look at the game. So I feel 3 cards. Probably one of them is just a regular Video Games Monthly card, and then another one is maybe an advertisement for something else. So let's give it a look. So, first thing I see is just a thing that lets you know that if you review the Video Games Monthly with a 5-star, you can be entered in a chance to win a free 3-up box, which means that you get an extra 3 games in your next box, which is a cool thing, so I'll probably end up trying to enter into that. Next up, they look to have given me something that was an advertisement for darkfusionsystems.com, which happens to be a high-quality computers and accessories site, so not bad. I guess I'm just going to go on that site and check that out later. I also got another thing reminding me to win the 3 games as well. And then lastly, they just showed me that I got a 1-up this month in the box, which means I got an extra free game. So I signed up for the 5-game service. They ended up giving me 6 games, and they seem to have been doing that every month, so I don't know if they do that for everybody or it's just like a thing that they do every once in a while, but I've gotten it every single month, so I'm pretty cool if that is a thing that they don't do casually. But hey, still really cool thing. We got 6 games instead of 5. All tangents aside, extra stuff out of the box, let's actually look at the games. So as always, I'm just going to stick my hand in this box without actually looking in it, just to get a surprise. So I already feel cartridges. I'm kind of spoiling it for myself. I feel a lot of cartridges, but let's pick up the first one that I feel, and this one is a Super Famicom game. So this is actually now my first Super Famicom game I've ever owned, which is awesome because I just got the Retron 5. I don't own any kind of Super Famicom console or anything besides the Retron 5. So this is pretty cool that they actually just sent this, because I literally got the thing I think like 2 weeks ago now. So I now have a Super Famicom game. The first one that I've ever gotten is Super Fire Pro Wrestling 3. So I'm definitely going to boot this one up on my Retron. I am also going to be doing a review on the Retron at some point in the next few weeks, as well as an all-digital challenge for something different that's kind of unrelated to this, but I am going to eventually do a review of the Retron 5. So, cool. Don't really know anything about this game, but it is my first Super Famicom game, so I am very excited, and this is, well, something that I'm probably going to remember forever as the first game of my Super Famicom collection. So let's go and do it again. Let's see what else we got. Looks like this is another cartridge-based game. It feels like Nintendo 64. Let's see what we got. So this happens to be another Japanese N64 game, and one that I am actually very happy to have my hands on. Mario Kart 64 for the Japanese N64. So I actually plan on eventually getting my hands on a Japanese N64. I know you can get those cartridge converters to where you can simply just put this into an American N64, but honestly it would be really cool to have a Japanese version of the system. I do eventually wish to visit Japan sometime in the future, so it would be pretty cool to honestly pick up one of those there. I don't plan on getting a new console anytime soon, since I already just got my PS5 Digital Edition, and I literally got the Retron like 2 weeks ago, as I said. But this is, an awesome game to add to the collection. I've wanted Mario Kart 64, and I don't mind having the Japanese version over the American version. So, cool. More Japanese games in the system. In my collection, I now have a Super Famicom game and another Japanese N64 game. So, yeah, let's look what else I got. So, sticking my hand in this thing again, it feels like another cartridge, and I want to guess that this is probably a Japanese N64 cartridge, or an American. It actually feels Japanese, so let's see what it is. This one is something custom robo. I actually don't know how I would pronounce this because I don't know how to read Japanese text, but this looks to be another Japanese N64 game. Something called, whatever these first letters are, custom robo. So cool. Another game I know nothing about, and it's something that I can just simply do a blind playthrough of. So, don't know anything about the game, so there's not much for me to say, but I can say that we are now halfway through this box, and I want to see what else we got. So I have a feeling the rest of these games are going to be cartridge-based, but you honestly never know. This feels like another Japanese N64 game, and it's probably going to be something cool since, honestly, they are sending me a ton of cool stuff as of right now. So, taking the thing up, we look to have... Wait, what is this? Mario Party on the Japanese N64. So, once again, another N64 game. I can't say that I was a huge fan of the Mario Party games. I played them a lot with my friends, and I went to a few competitions at an old retro game store that used to be around called The Revolution, and we played this game a ton. I don't believe I ever played the N64 version of it, and I especially haven't played the Japanese version of it. So, wow, I actually have a lot of cool Japanese stuff added to this collection already. So, I'm going to take a guess that everything else is going to be cartridge-based, but like I said, you never know. So, let's just keep sticking my hand in here and see what else we got. So, okay. I also found another card in the process. Looks like, feels like, Super Famicom again. So, let's see. Okay, I was right. This one is called World Heroes. So, once again, I know absolutely nothing about this game, so I'm not really going to say anything about it. It looks like it could be a fighting game. That's about as much as I'm going to say, but cool. Looks like everything this month seems to be Japanese related, so don't know why that is. Honestly, as much as I love Japanese N64 stuff, I might take off the Japanese ones just so I can start adding to the other US collections more, since I don't have many consoles to play these, but I can't really complain. I think we are now down to my last game, if I'm counting correctly. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are now down to my last game. Let's see what is in here. There feels to be even more than just a game in there, but regardless. This is a CD or DVD based game. Now, don't know what it is. It's a PS3 game, and I actually already own this game, but this is Heavy Rain Director's Cut. This also looks to be a different language version of the game. I believe I played this one years ago, but I can't remember 100% if I did. I feel like I did, but I honestly don't even remember. But regardless, it is actually sealed in the box. So even though I technically have the regular edition of Heavy Rain, because I know I have the game, I don't know if I played it, but I definitely have a regular edition of the game. This one happens to be the Director's Cut. So I was actually wrong. They sent me a disc-based game. I thought everything was going to be cartridge-based. So let's see actually what else was in here, because it turns out there was more than what I was looking at before. So now that the box is empty, the last few things that were in this box were something that says Premium Edition Series 3. I don't really know exactly what this is, but I'll take a look at it later. PremiumEditionGames.com, I guess it is. And then they sent me a coin with a Mario on it. So that is everything that I got in this list. Looks like a majority of it was Japanese, while the rest of it was, I don't know what language this is. It's probably Spanish. I honestly could be completely wrong. But it is a sealed copy of Heavy Rain Director's Cut, and I love getting sealed games, so don't mind adding this one to the collection. So let's recap what I got so far, and then I'm going to basically say what the value was of everything that I got here. So Heavy Rain Director's Cut, sealed in box. Mario Party on the N64, Japanese. Custom Robo, Japanese on N64. Mario Kart 64, Japanese. And then we got two Famicom games, one of them being World Heroes, the other one being Super Fire Pro Wrestling 3. So, yeah, let's do a value test and see how much I got compared to what I spent. So after adding everything up all together, I got anywhere between a $70 to $80 value on these games, depending on who would basically go and buy these for what I listed them for. So I think the most valuable game on this list might have actually been the Mario Kart 64, and right below that might have been the Heavy Rain Director's Cut. But everything on this list was pretty cool. This now is honestly making me pretty much have to go and play a majority of my Japanese N64 games because I literally have not touched any of the games that I got last month. So adding to that collection is pretty cool, but like I said before, I might stop collecting the Japanese N64 and focus more on the American versions of the game. That's nothing against Japanese collecting, it's just I am trying to focus more on the US side of collecting for these games, considering that those are the consoles that I currently have. I know I can get converters, I know I can get adapters, all those kinds of things to make these games work on the American system, but I probably prefer to play them that way anyway, since I don't really know anything Japanese related. It would be cool for me to learn, but honestly, it'd be something that I probably don't see myself learning anytime soon. So, very awesome lot of these things, but like I said before, I'm probably going to change the thing to not having me receive the Japanese versions of the games. Regardless, I got Mario Party, Mario Kart 64, Custom Robo, Super Fire Pro Wrestling 3, World Heroes, and Heavy Rain Director's Cut sealed in the box. So awesome, guys. Honestly, I'm really happy with this month. It's probably on par with last month, but I have to say I was a little more excited last month because I wasn't expecting to get those kind of games in here where I kind of got the same kind of stuff this month as last month. It was almost a full Nintendo month again if it weren't for the PS3 copy of Heavy Rain, which I am happy to have a sealed copy of. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. That is everything that I got for this month. I'm going to continue the service as always until further notice. So yeah, guys, I will see you on the next one. Can't wait to make some more content.